Hello. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Kingdom Alliance Opportunity Call. My name is Ferris, and I'm part of the KA corporate team. We are truly honored to have you here. We're grateful that you're here with us today. Whether someone personally invited you or you felt led to check out what Kingdom Alliance is all about, we believe you're here for a reason. This community is built on purpose, growth, connection, and the fact that you're taking time out of your day to learn more about that means so much to us. So we can't wait to share who we are and what we stand for and how you can become a part of this movement. And I believe that it's exactly what you've been praying for. So let's go ahead and just dive in. I have some slides here that I'm going to share with you to really explain. We do have a few guests that we're going to bring on, and they are going to share their experience inside of Kingdom Alliance. So Kingdom Alliance, our mission here is huge, and it hasn't changed. It is literally the same that it has always been, and it's to build a community of believers that are committed to authentic connection, bold faith, transformational growth, empowering every member to thrive in their purpose, their leadership, and inside of their life. So who are we? You're probably like, okay, well, what is Kingdom Alliance? What does that actually mean? Well, we're a faith-based community and membership, and we really help people become the best versions of themselves. There's a lot of times that we're really not sure who we are, who God has called us to be. But here inside of Kingdom Alliance, we truly believe that bringing that out in you and being a part of a community that is focused on that authenticity is really what it takes. And we're all about growing together. We're not just doing this alone. I mean, even us here inside the corporate team are constantly growing. We are right there next to you. And obviously, like I said, being authentic and welcome. So I do want to talk about the owners for a minute because they mean so much to the core of who Kingdom Alliance is and how it began. So these two powerhouses they've been in the network marketing space for a very long time, right? And I know you're going to say, okay, network marketing, but stick with me, okay? They walked away from that to begin this. They had a call, and really it was Michelle that felt this stir in her spirit of, okay, I really want to start something that is going to really make an impact, that's really going to serve people, right? That's really going to help people become the best versions of themselves. Maybe it's breaking off chains. Maybe it's changing the way that you've always lived your life. And how could we do that together inside of a community that's inside of a membership? So that's how Kingdom Alliance really began. I mean, we've had some changes over the years. We've had some changes where it was a different name, but truly that's where it really started. Another thing is that this is privately owned and funded. So there's no investors. There's nobody that's outside that's going to come in and take anything down. And you really get that hands-on feel when you talk to either Michelle or you talk to Bobby. So I know there are a lot of people here on this call this evening that know that they truly speak from their heart, they serve from their heart, and all they want to do is truly give and see everybody win. So now, seeing that they walked away from that, I mean, we're talking about 55 years plus of experience. I mean, Bobby has so much experience in so many different areas when it comes to network marketing and sales and teams. And then you have Michelle, who's like marketing and genius and ideas and all of these amazing things. So to know that you have these two on your back behind you is better than anything that I can truly explain. So I want to talk about the membership itself. I want to talk about what it is, what you get inside of it. And it's not just community, right? We talked about growth. So I really want to dive in to what you are getting inside of Kingdom Alliance as a whole. So as far as personal and professional development, I'm sure you see that everywhere. Everywhere is, oh, you want to grow here. You want to grow here. There's a course here. There's this over here. Well, we're here to tell you that the courses we have inside of Kingdom Alliance are truly vetted. We've gone through them. A lot of the courses that we have are created by members themselves, And it's really taking you to the next level. There are many different categories, whether it's just work in general, which is that professional development, how you can be a better leader inside of the work that you're already doing. You have this personal growth, the relationship with God, journaling. I mean, I could go on and on. We even have wellness. How can you better yourself, whether it's your health, maybe it's your fitness, maybe it's just inside of your home with your kids, your spouse. So many different amazing things. We also have ICF accredited academies. We have them live and we also have them self-paced. One thing about growth is sometimes you wait for courses to begin, right? And you're like, okay, well, this is going to start in 2 weeks and this is going to start in a month. And maybe this one's going to start over here. Well, this year we decided that we're going to take those academies and we're going to make them self-paced. So you can start growing right now. You don't have to wait. Now, we still have our live academies and we truly believe that live is the best way. But we also guide you. So maybe you come inside and you're like, okay, well, I'm not really sure where to go. I don't really know where it is that I would like to grow. Well, we have growth tracks. Don't worry. We can guide you in that direction of where you want to go and how you want to grow first. So, like I said, I went over those on-demand modules. There's hundreds and hundreds of them with different categories. We also have our Monday prayer calls. So we host those every single Monday. And it's a time to come together. It's a time to go through the word. It's a time to pray for one another. It's a part of that community aspect that we were talking about in the beginning. Come there, authentic yourself. Hey, I'm going through something. I need prayer. Hey, I have a praise report. This is what happened to me because of this. Whatever it is, it's taking that time. And we know how important that time truly is. We also bud that up with Faith Fridays. So on Fridays, we head you right into the weekend. You can come live on the call, and that is hosted by none other than Michelle Schaefer. So you get to really get a taste of her heart and what she is offering at Faith Friday. So another is our leadership calls. We have leadership calls. We bring in leaders that are just making such an incredible impact inside of their own communities, inside of things just right down the street from you. So we have them come and share all of their wisdom with us once a month as well. And it is just so amazing. And of course, the community. There's nothing like community. There's nothing like the support of someone saying, I see you, and truly understanding that. So I'm going to pause here for a minute and I'm going to bring up Miss Tanya. Miss Tanya is here inside of Kingdom Alliance, and I want her to share with you authentically how she has truly been changed by Kingdom Alliance, what her experiences has been, and so you can really hear firsthand the impact that Kingdom Alliance is making.
Hello, my name is Tanya Mullicuddy, like Ferris said, and I have been impacted by Kingdom Alliance over the past 3 years. I can't believe it's 3 years, but I was trying to do the math. I'm like, yeah, 3 whole years. And I didn't really know what I was getting into when I came into the membership, but I started with a Radiant Leadership Academy. And for myself, I do love the courses, but where I've really spent most of my time is in the community on Facebook and in the prayer calls, in the Faith Fridays. They really do encourage me for the week. And I need lots of prayer, it seems like. So that's like a definite, don't want to miss a Monday morning. And the academies, working through Radiant Leadership Academy, first of all, at first I thought it was just like some other things that I had done in personal development, aside from the fact that they were basing it on the Bible. And the first class that I took, it was actually taught by Michelle Schaefer. And so to get from her perspective of being the creator of the Radiant Leadership Academy was really interesting. And every group that I've been in, I've repeated these courses. I've taken the coaching certification for Radiant Leadership. But for me, it's the live academies that I find people who actually understand me. So I have a part of multiple businesses with my husband. And so in that space, we have some different challenges than somebody who goes to work for 9 to 5 and comes home. And I found lots of people through the academies that had similar ways of living to me. It was always very interesting because we will get accountability partners. And for me, that's been one of the gifts, is having somebody who will walk through with you. And every accountability partner that I have had has been the right person for that particular time and those particular things that I'm going through at that time. Definitely it's God putting that together, because all of the accountability partners are so different, and yet we still are friends for all of the years since the first academy that I took. And it's just so interesting how we share things with each other. I actually recently did the quantum leadership intensive, which was 3 hours. And again, we had live breakouts with just 1 or 2 people. And each of the people, even if it was just for 5 minutes, we connected in our heart. And that has thrilled me, because I go, oh, I'm not alone. It's not just me against the world. It's actually other people who understand the kind of challenges that I go through on a daily basis or in seasonal basis, and we can support each other and just bring each other in prayer as support and encouragement is what I have found. And even in the 3-hour intensive, just being put in some rooms with different people and having their perspective was amazing. At the end of that, I was asked, and often we are asked in our academies, what's your biggest takeaway? So for me, my biggest takeaway wasn't even part of the curriculum on that particular time. It was that if I've taken some times away when things are just not allowing me to have time to come into to commit to academies and be part of new courses with people, when I do come back, it's exactly where I'm supposed to be. And so my biggest takeaway was that this is the most supportive community that I can be part of, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I've done lots of things for lots of money and they taught me some great things, but this really hit me in the heart for any of the courses that are in there. And the people that support you, they're also learning, relationship IQs and being the radiant leader that you're supposed to be, and how to the Radiant Leadership 2 was even a deeper dive. I thought, how can you get any better than the first course of Radiant Leadership Academy? And you can. It's like, I know lots of people use the picture that it's like being an onion, and you peel off some layers, and then you do the course maybe again, or you do a different course, and then you peel off some more layers, and God gets to really work on who he wants you to be developed to be, and the next version of yourself that he's looking for. And so I have just really appreciated some of the live events too. I've gone to a couple of activates, and just the welcome that is given to you by the leadership and by the other participants is, I don't know if I've ever been part of something like this before. So I am here for the long haul, and 3 years is just the beginning for me. And I so appreciate Michelle and Bobby and Ferris and how they really, it's just one email away and they are right there to help with anything. And I just have felt like I have grown into the next version. I probably, over the challenges of our last year, wouldn't be standing without the pieces that were grown into me over the last couple of years being here. And so I know it's a huge, it's made a huge impact on my life. And I see it in my family too. It just kind of, it's almost like by osmosis that I learn things, or they hear affirmations being said. And then pretty soon they're like, what are you grateful for today? And they'll hear things that come. I've had another friend who was doing courses, and she said her teenagers were like, don't turn the volumes off, Mom. Like, I want to hear what they're saying too. And it's so wholesome and faith-filled that there's no reason to turn off the volume. So in fact, I think the better option is for us to turn up the volume. And I think part of turning up the volume is by having new people come on in and really see how they can improve their lives and their relationships with themselves and with God and with those around them. And I think those are my biggest takeaways for what Kingdom Alliance has done for me, and I love it here.
Wow. I'm pretty speechless when it comes to that. I thank you so much, Tanya, for sharing your heart. And goodness, she went through the whole thing, right? She went through everything. And this is a perfect place to pick up our ICF Leadership Academies. So you heard Tanya. She talks about how it's the accountability. It's about being with the people. It's about the live events. It's about the live classes and how she feels that she isn't alone. And that's something that if you are watching, I want you to really think about that. If there was ever a time that you felt that maybe you were alone in this journey called life, that we are all on together, and know that here inside of Kingdom Alliance, that we are making those connections with you that are authentic, that it's not any of this fake stuff. Life truly does happen, and it does happen to people all of the time, every single day. And to have a place that you can go where you can grow, you can become the best version of yourself, you can have that foundation of stability, like Tanya was talking about. She's not sure that she would be standing based on the things that she's gone through. And I will tell you personally, same. I am exactly the same. The things that I've had to go through in the last 5, 6, 7 years. And I'm sure there's so many people that can relate. If you don't have a solid foundation or a community where you can lean on, because sometimes we want to do things alone, but that's what we're here for. So the ICF Academies is something that is truly the heart of Kingdom Alliance. This is where true transformation happens. And we have some amazing academies. So we have the Radiant Leadership Academy, which we have the level 1, which is really, that is the pinnacle of Kingdom Alliance. It is a 16-week course, and it's really on servant leadership, is biblically led. And it was really downloaded from Michelle. She created that course and she takes no credit for it. It was right from God. And that has transformed so many lives. I believe we are probably looking at 200, 300, 400 lives have been changed by that course alone. And then we decided to level up again with RLA 2. So that is the level 2 where you go even deeper. And then in this year, we announced a few more academies that have been completely life transforming. We have Identity 2.0, which is really a community favorite. If you think RLA is good and you think, okay, I'm going to get biblical principles, I'm going to lead, I'm going to do all of these things, Identity is truly where it needs to begin. So Identity 2.0, really discovering your true identity, your true purpose, who you really are. What are the things that you've been telling yourself that are not true to who you really, really are? We also have Relationship IQ. Who doesn't want better relationships? And I'm not just talking relationships with a spouse or a partner. I'm talking about relationships with your family, relationships with yourself, relationships with friends, outside networking, and grow your network. Who doesn't want to grow your network? Who doesn't want to expand? Who doesn't want to have an impact on more people and really have that circle that you can count on with good counsel? And also our Kim 10 Speaker Academy. That alone is an amazing academy that really hones in on your message. So what's even more amazing is on top of the academies, you have all of the courses. We also have coach certifications, which means so much for you. You see coaches everywhere. But inside of these programs, we have 2 amazing programs, which is the Radiant Leadership Coaching, which is an RLC, and we also have the Master Radiant Leadership Coaching, which is something that we added this year. What does this mean? These are exclusive pathways for Kingdom Alliance members to fully step into their calling, build legacies, and create ripples effect of transformation through other people's lives. So instead of coming, you can come here, take the academies, but now that you have that solid foundation, we are going to put you through these coaching certifications and you get to go out, right? What does that remind you of? That reminds you of making disciples upon disciples upon disciples. Okay. And that is what we are called to do. Now, the next person I want to bring up when it comes to coaching certifications, the academies, everything, you are going to be hearing from a gentleman that he is just absolutely amazing. He actually went through RLC, he's gone through our academies, and he is a recent master coach here inside of Kingdom Alliance. And I would love for you to hear what he has experienced inside of Kingdom Alliance through these academies and just being here with us.
Thank you, Ferris. Man, you took away. I was gonna be like, oh, check out these. Everybody should join. And you said I already joined. So hey, I am so excited to be able to share with you guys a little bit about my journey inside of Kingdom Alliance. And if you think about just the name, think about Kingdom and you think about Alliance. Is this not everything of what God has called us to do? Just starting off with a name. But then you think about what Jesus did. Jesus called us to be leaders, to be fishers of men. And in today's world, a lot of times we see that in coaching. We see that in the marketplace. We see that reaching out. But a lot of times we don't always see that as leadership above us. If you work a 9 to 5, if maybe you are going through some side stuff of other different appointments or therapy or whatever those things are, you may not always feel like the leadership actually cares about you. They care maybe about a payment, or you're just another seat in the position. But here at Kingdom Alliance, they have made me feel, and everybody that I know that I've come into contact with, to be seen, to be heard. And that is the heart of the Father. That is the heart of what God wants in Alliance. And one of the things that I love the most is that it's continually talked about, that we are called to bring heaven to earth. And through Kingdom Alliance, we see that through relationships, but we also see that through the curriculum, through the tons of teaching that is in there, the tons of different courses of people pouring out what God has put inside of them. See, there's no other place that I've ever seen that has so much rich information from so many different people, where it's all about being a part of a community. And for me, it's about being in leadership and being a part of a bunch of different networks and connecting with a bunch of different people. But it doesn't matter who else you're connected with. It matters that you're in the right place at the right time, where God has called you to be. And for me, that has felt the number one place here inside of Kingdom Alliance, for me to be able to grow, to continue to be poured into, to be with like-minded people, to be with a community to where, sometimes we cry together. Sometimes I cry and share and pour out my heart. And we have an open space to be able to do that. But also a place with like the master coaching certification. Because we get to be able to take these same things of what people have poured into us with Michelle and Bobby and Ferris and the whole team, being able to pour into us as leaders, to be able to take it to the next level. And so if you're out there and you're thinking, man, I don't really know, is this something? What do you have to lose except for a seed to sow that you are ready to harvest? You'll never know if you don't sow the seed, if you're able to harvest it later. And so for me, it was is well worth pouring into the community, connecting with other people, and to be able to see other people's lives changed, because I know every single time that I'm connected in here, my life has changed. And so Ferris, thank you so much for having me. Michelle and Bobby, I love you guys. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys inside of the Friday calls and inside of Kingdom Alliance.
I mean, how much better could you possibly get? It's life-changing. It truly is. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on the corporate team, right? And before we get into the membership options, I really want to hone in on this, on what he said. Like, what do you have to lose? You may be in a position where you're like, I just can't keep doing what I've been doing this way because it's not working. And I want something fresh. I want something new. I want something that's going to open my eyes and give me that solid foundation. And without me saying it, you heard from them on what they've experienced, their own personal testimonies of what Kingdom Alliance has done for them and continues to do. And we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop growing. We're not going to stop providing. And that brings me to the membership options. Now, we only have 2 membership options here inside of Kingdom Alliance, and it's truly a no-brainer. You can come inside for only $99. It's $99 a month and you get access to everything. And you're probably like, okay, well, what does that mean? Everything. You get access to the community. You get access to the calls. You get access to the academies. You get access to the leaders. You get access to the growth, everything that is inside of there. And you can also become an ambassador. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit later about what the ambassador opportunity is and how that can benefit you in your life right now. It includes everything, but a little bit more and a little bit more. And it's our way of saying thank you. So these are your membership options. Become a VIP member. Become a part of the transformation. Change yourself, change your life. It's truly possible here inside of Kingdom Alliance. And we are here with you every step of the way. Now, something super exciting that I want to share with you is something that we have going on until December 31st. And that is the Kingdom Alliance Annual Access Pass. And you're probably thinking, okay, well, what does that mean? Well, what we're doing is for 2026, what if you started the year and you ended 2026 completely transformed? And what does that look like? That looks like signing up now for only $897. That's for the whole year of 2026. Okay, that's over a $5,000 value. Okay, we're doing it for $897 for the entire year. That means your membership is paid for. Not only do you get access to all the calls and all the courses and the community, but this is where the growth tracks truly come in. We are going to be hosting all 5 academies for the entire year, back to back to back to back. So your growth just continues to thrive. So what does that look like? That's going to look like starting in January, on January 6th, is the very first academy, which is Radiant Leadership Academy, the very first one. That goes for 16 weeks. There's a 2-week break, and then we're starting Identity next. That goes for 6 weeks, 2-week break, and we do Radiant Leadership Level 2. That goes for 9 weeks, so on and so forth. So this is an entire year of growth, which means that you get to plan ahead, you get to know what's coming next, and you get to see the transformation. And on top of that, like I had mentioned, you get access to the calls. You still get access to the courses. You get access to the community and everything inside of there and any of the leadership training. So it is less than the $99 a month of being a VIP member. So what I'm going to do for you right now, and if this is something that's pulling on your heart, I'm going to give you this link. Now, if somebody did invite you, I truly encourage them to send you a link right now to take advantage. This is only available till the 31st of December. So this right here, I'm going to put it right here inside of the comments for you so you can have it. If we invited you, you can go ahead and you can click that link and you can sign up right now and take part in this annual access pass and become who you truly, truly desire to be. Now, I'm going to shift a little bit And we're going to talk now. We talked about the membership options. We talked about the annual pass. What an amazing thing to become part of this amazing movement and community of growth, transformation. But we're also going to talk about our membership revenue sharing program. Yes, you can earn here. Now, we want you to come in here as a member, but we also know that word of mouth is so powerful. If someone were to ask you, hey, I noticed that you've changed a little bit. Like, what are you doing? Wouldn't you share that with somebody? And that's all about sharing what it is that you're doing, who you're a part of, what is happening. So we're going to share how you can take part in that if you decide to be a VIP ambassador inside of Kingdom Alliance. So we have to do an income disclosure. This here is just very, very, earnings are not typical. You really have to be actively working if this is something that you do want to grow. Now, what is our vision when it comes to the ambassador portion of being inside of Kingdom Alliance? We want to create more debt-free and financially free families around the world to open the doors to massive contribution and impact. I mean, wouldn't you want to do that? We also want to create more Kingdom millionaires than any other company in the world, any other community in the world, any other organization in the world, because it matters. Because we know that more Kingdom millionaires have a massive impact on the world. They can make true change. They can start foundations. They can start charities. They can start churches that are truly aligned. And we want to offer that to you. So what are the advantages, right? It's a home-based business. And we all know if you have a 9-to-5, if you already have a current job, I want to encourage you that this is something that can be something that you do in the pockets of your day. It can be something that truly is your day today. It's really up to you. Now, it's a low-cost startup, as you've seen inside of our membership options. You have low operation costs because we take care of almost everything. It's digital. So everything is online. As you're texting with friends, as you're talking to people online, it's as simple as that. You have tax advantages, of course. You have reoccurring income. And think about it. If you are sharing this with some of your closest friends, you're earning while you're learning and you're growing and you're transforming, and they are too. It's a ripple effect. We've seen it from time to time. Now, the benefit is there's many different ways to earn, and here there's 6 ways to earn. You can also create a long-term wealth inside for your family. We talked about legacy. We talked about making a permanent impact with the foundation that you have. You have that opportunity here. And obviously, building a lifestyle around things that matter most to you, that are most important. Maybe family is the most important thing to you. Maybe community is the most important thing to you. Whatever is most important to you, you can do that here as an ambassador. Now, you have unlimited earning potential, and I'm sure you're maybe a little hesitant, but let me break that down for you. We talked about if you're doing something, somebody asks you about it, you're just sharing, right? Well, if you're inside of this community, you're inside of this membership, you're inside of the academies, maybe you become a coach, you're going to be sharing that with other people. Like, hey, I'm a part of this community. I would love for you to come here too and experience the transformation. And when you're sharing, you're also earning. You get training, you get coaching, you get mentoring. We have some of the best leadership here. And personally, being led by Bobby and Michelle, I couldn't ask for anything better. And this is word of mouth marketing. Like I mentioned, texting and messaging. I mean, all of us are online nowadays, whether you're on TikTok or Instagram, maybe you're on X, maybe it's Facebook. All of these places, you're interacting with people all of the time. And it's all about leverage. Who doesn't need more leverage? And when you think about leverage, what comes to mind? When you leverage, that means that you have other people running beside you. They're helping you. There's things that are already done for you. It truly, truly is the best. And you get to build this around your life. So if you already have something that you're super passionate about, you can just add this in with it. And you get paid based on your efforts. So if you don't do much, you may not get much. But if you do much, you may get a lot. So it really depends on you, but the opportunity is there. And so let me pose a question to you. You're on this call. You've invited some of your friends, maybe some of your family. What if I told you that if you enrolled this evening as just a VIP ambassador, and those people that you invited, let's say 3 of them, enrolled as well? Well, let me share something. We have an incentive for that. And honestly, we have so many amazing incentives, but this one takes it. In your first 30 days of coming here inside of Kingdom Alliance as a VIP ambassador, if you enroll 3 people, your membership is free, which means that when you enrolled, you're already earning and you never have to pay for your membership. So all of your friends, your family, your coworker, people that you meet at the grocery store, maybe it's another store, maybe it's on vacation, and they're enrolling, your membership is free. And you also get an instant double enrollment bonus. Now, there is an example here on the screen so that you can really kind of take a look at those numbers. And this is not a gimmick. This is truly something that has happened for so many here inside of Kingdom Alliance that have decided to be an ambassador here. Now, this here, I just want to highlight, we talked about the 6 ways to get paid. This here is really and truly our thank you. We want to see you win. We want to see you grow. We want you to have the time with your family. We want you to have the time with your friends. We want you to take those vacations, not just once a year where you get those 10 days of paid time off. We want you to have the flexibility to say yes to more things. I know personally for me, without Kingdom Alliance, there is no way I'd be able to say yes to as many things as I'm able to say yes to. If someone says, hey, I need you, yes, I can make it. Hey, there's a party, yes, I can make it. And I'm telling you, it is truly life-changing. So if you want to take a screenshot of this so you can really kind of dive into, okay, if I do this and I enroll people, if I level up, and if my leadership continues to grow, you can see the possibilities here. And one thing I want to point out is that you get paid to infinity inside of your Ambassador Network bonus. And that is the last one here on this screen. You get paid for your efforts, and it's truly a thank you. Because it's not about us, right? It's about what we can do here while with the time that we have. And that's being better. That means growing. That's being the best versions we possibly could be for others so we can make an impact. I mean, we've said it over and over and over this evening. But I truly hope that you hear our hearts, and this is a better understanding of what Kingdom Alliance is and who we are. So the only thing that I'm going to end with is, what is it that you're waiting for? What is it that's holding you back? If someone invited you to this call, please reach out to them. And if you invited someone to this call, please reach out to them. Ask them how they felt. Maybe they have some additional questions. I invite you to find us in our community. You can join us online and you could truly see what is happening inside of the community because you belong here. This is something that where you're seen, you're heard, and transformation truly happens. So thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you inside of the community. See you later.